therefore, if you commune with the Holy Spirit, the quality of your spirituality. David, now the quality is written in Ubora. Thank you. Kwa sababu ndio dhamana ni wafu. So ni ubora. Ubora wa kiroho chako. The quality of your spirituality. This can be a little bit mind-boggling, and it can also hold a very bad with some of the die-hard Pentecostals. Die-hard Pentecostals. Yeah. The quality of your spirituality, ubora. You see there is difference between quantity and quality. Quality is really in winking, okay? Quality in ubora. The what? The goodness in it, the value in it. The value. Yeah, quality is about value. Like you can go to church and then you find the church has quantity but has no quality. Right? And if you do many things which are quantity but doesn't have quantity. So the quality, the ubora, the quality of your spirituality, right? Measures the quality of your spirituality. How do we know? We need to know. That's a good question we need to answer together with you, very important. And that's why I've come up with that scripture so that you can begin to see from that perspective. After this message, I will be teaching the pastors the impact of your preaching. And when I teach about the impact of your preaching, I will tell you the impact of a preaching does not depend on how theological it is. It doesn't also matter with how homiletical it is. Ili imepangwa vizuri. Headings, introduction, body, conclusion, counterpart. Hiyo inasomanga kwa theology. Naitwa homiletics. How to present a sermon. The quality of a preaching does not depend on how homiletical it is. And it doesn't also depend on how oratory you are. The capacity to communicate. It doesn't matter how good you are in communication. Good communication and Apollos. Na kanisa yake ikawa watu nini 12 na waende mahali there is no transformation happening within them. Because it's not about the capacity to communicate, your ability to communicate. No. Actually, one of the oldest speakers in our generation in Africa, the Nigerians, but they have made an impact that has just shocked the world. Today, the world, no big city doesn't have a Nigerian church. I listen to them preach, they say, no, we jamaa mnasamana die hivi, lakini hana mambo mingi. Yeah. You listen to them because that it is not about how good they preach. I don't know. Na ninawapatia maandiko hii, ninawapatia hii, nasukumia hii, nasukumia hii. And then how good is presented with an artistic nature of preaching and dramatic way of explaining and that does not measure the quality and the impact of your preaching. Just as your religious activity do not measure your spiritual, the quality of your spirituality. It doesn't. You can be in prayer for the whole night, but that does not measure the quality of the spirituality. And I go with you. So if I begin somewhere, I will say, it is not the spiritual activities you do, like what? Prayer and fasting. Some people think my spirituality will rise up because of activity. Because of a good prayer and fasting. So there are good people who have been doing good prayers and fasting and they are going wrong. I'm not saying you don't do prayer and fasting. I do. I'm a good person who do prayer and fasting, but that does not count fast. Yeah? Ile activity unafanya mingi does not measure the quality of the spirituality. It is even on the prayer you pray basically. It is not even the pastor you sit under. You can sit under the best pastor on earth. Na kilo chako kikae negative zero. You can sit under the best pastor. Let me ask you a question. Was there a better pastor than Jesus? No. And did you know Judas was pastored by a man called Jesus? No. And he betrayed him. In other words, he joined the devil. Kirochaka kilikuwa negative, sitting under the best pastor. You can sit under the best pastor and the kirochaka zero, negative. No. Not about the pastor you sit under. Right? Yeah. Not about the pastor you sit under. Now, I'm walking up in a generation whereby when people discuss Pastor in 18th century, there was what we call, there is a group of people who came in history are called gospel testers. Gospel testers. And the gospel testers happened in UK. And they say the parliament ya UK wakimaliza mkutano walikuwa wanasimama nje kujadiliana who was the best preacher in the city last Sunday. Because that time in London there were powerful preachers. One of them was called Charles Spurgeon, who was called the Prince of Preachers. They said he can make a message from a whole week's message from the word Mesopotamia. He was called the Prince of Preachers. He became a pastor at 12 years. At 24, he had a church of 18,000 members. He was one of the best orators that ever had a powerful preacher in his generation. Then we had other guys who also guys of the generation, powerful, good speakers. And so the parliamentary, the people, the Congress people, when they met after debates, they were discussing who was the best preacher, because almost everybody was going to a church somewhere, because there were powerful sermons delivered, but it never transformed it. Okay? So what I'm saying is, it's not about how powerful the pastor you sit under. Yeah. Some people say, sometimes you're the lady pastor, but you believe his story. Let me tell you, that's not the problem. Yeah. That is not the problem. Tell your friend, the pastor is not the problem. Pastor is not the problem. Pastor has no power to transform you or hinder you from development. Okay. From transformation. He has no power. Because it is not about the pastor. We have to bring the thing to the New Testament understanding. Spirituality in Anzangarabi, and I will bring it down to a simple point. Your spirituality depends on the quality of your communion with the Holy Spirit. Simple. You can be in prayer. Yeah, give Jesus a clap. You can be in prayer all day. Like you are massaging your ego. Yeah? One of the psychologists calls him ego trip. Yeah. You were doing an ego trip in prayer. Uliingia kwa maombi akaanza ile vita zako sasa zikaanza kutoka. Mungu na ninalaani fulani. Let me tell you, hiyo ikusaidii. Yeah. Prayer becomes important when it cultivates your communion with the Holy Spirit. My preaching becomes important when you use it to commune with the Holy Spirit and listen to Him, what He said to you, and obey Him. Yeah. Give Jesus a clap. Let me come back again on that. What is communion? Because in another time of communion, now we're like, what do you mean? Communion is not, it is not communication. Communion is not. Na Mungu prayer, what is prayer? Prayer is communication with God. No, it is not. It is, but that is not a perfect definition of prayer. Prayer is a communion. In a communion, it goes deeper than communication. There is an exchange of ideas, feelings, yeah, emotions. That's what I'm saying. into feelings. Ideas, feelings, and what you think. That's ideas. There's total exchange. Your mind, the emotion, the will, everything is coming. There's complete resonance of the two. Okay? There's a complete resonance of the two. You go and listen. What are you saying about this issue? By the way, you don't wake up just begin fighting demons because there are demons around. Now, Melissa, what do I do? Yes, there's a spirit we are fighting, but what do I do? Do you know when people have ever seen their healings or their miracles? Because they have never waited on the Holy Spirit to give them one word. In that communion, one word that is going to deliver you. They have been sitting there and they have been doing one. They have been saying, the Bible says what you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Are you in agreement with the Holy Spirit? So the communion with the Holy Spirit is a key word on us. The quality of your communion when you go to prayer. How much do you surrender to Him and begin to understand what He's saying about the ideas you have? What He's saying about the challenges you're having? Do you talk to the Holy Spirit or you tell Him? Ukiakikia watu mgongo unaona watu wamegeukia ukuta na wanaanza kuchapa ukuta ama kupiga ukuta kucheka. Na yote ni kulia na kutangaza shida zao. That's not going to make you more spiritual. Spirituality ni tulia. Ongea na Roho Mtakatifu, mjadiliane. Anasema, njoo tusemezane. Njoo tusemezane. Sit down, wacha mbio. Stop your speed. Tulia, go back to your house. Tell the Holy Spirit, what is your plan for my life? What do you want me to do? I have hit a deadlock. What next? Praise the name of the Lord. That is the measure of your spirituality. When you begin to commune with the Holy Spirit, when you begin to listen to His voice and to obey that voice, that is the quality of your spirituality. You are trying to get the quality of your spirituality. When I'm preaching to you, you will be going back to yourself and saying, Holy Spirit, speak to me through this message. I just want to understand as the man of God talks. Speak to me. Minister to me. I mean, I'm not just listening with my ears. I am listening with my spirit. Holy Spirit, you are here. The preacher is just back there in the pulpit. At the pulpit. I may not preach there. But you are where I am because the Holy Spirit lives in you. Holy Spirit, speak to me what the man of God is saying. Not leaving this place until you speak to me. Praise the name of the Lord. Now, because it is not the pastor who makes you grow. It is the Holy Spirit who makes you grow. Praise the name of the Lord. It is the Holy Spirit. So it will depend on how you relate what has brought you in the presence of the Holy Spirit. If you don't relate now and then, but to bring it before the Holy Spirit and then tell us, speak to me deeper. Speak to me. Now, bring this to my situation. That's very crucial. And it's an answer to one of the most challenging questions of our generation. Why is the church praying so much and it's producing very little? Because most of our prayers is our ego trip. Sometimes it's our spiritual pride, thinking we know anything and we can do anything to the devil. And when one continue, they get into prayer and they begin insulting the devil. Let me tell you, you are not allowed to accuse or insult the devil. Can I tell you again? You are not allowed to insult. Kuna wanaingia anaanza kutukana shetani na kuongea maneno magumu. Soma kitabu cha Ayubu. Hata anasema even angel Michael wakati alienda kuchukua mwili wa Moses. Hakuongea na shetani anyhow. He was careful. Because akona authority ya papa. Na ule akona authority juu yake sio wewe. Yes. Praise the name of the Lord. Amen. So most of us, after we go to pray, you don't commune, you don't fellowship. The other word is fellowship with the Holy Spirit. No, you don't fellowship. You just begin prayer. I think the prayer has been known for never been productive. God never intended prayer to to be a place of making noise. He intended to be a fellowship. And in fellowship sometimes to listen, to be taught. Lakini kuna mtu akianza maombi asubuhi kufika jioni ama wana anja pia Roho Mtakatifu nafasi okay, baada alianza kama ni kama redio imefunguliwa, anaongea mpaka ana switch off na anaenda anasema nimeomba wana. Can I tell you, in prayer the man is solitude, quiet time. Lord, I am quiet. Holy Spirit, speak to me. Speak to me about my situation. Because He's not in heaven, He is dwelling in our hearts. Let Him speak to you. Show me the way. Lead me. In prayer there are questions. Unamuuliza maswali. Unapanga nini juu ya maisha yangu? Where am I going next? Where is my next destination? Where are you taking me? Why is this happening to me? If Rebecca wakati alipata mimba ya mapacha ya Jacob and Esau as it were, kama alikuwa anaomba maombi wa Pentecost wangeomba, ungepoteza generation. Lakini alienda kwa maombi, akauliza Roho Mtakatifu, na kama unibariki, kwani hii mimba iko na shida? Huyo ni mtu kwenda ametembea kugemea mapepo ya uchawi. Kama ni wengine mungeenda Mombasa kuchukua kitambaa ya kuombewa. Sindio? Ama mchukue maji, mkule kuna maji kwingine unauza maji. Ama mtume mtute ama nipite.
Oh, you be 77.
Oh, you be 777. You don't need that. And I say it again. Tell your friend, you don't need that. You just, the solution you need is in your heart. Because the Holy Spirit lives in you.
Wow.
Go back to Him. Oh, give Him a clap. Back to Him. What are you saying? What are you saying about my economy? You see, when God, let me talk to you. When God thinks about His children, listen to me carefully. God thinks about His children. Number one, their spiritual welfare. Yes, number one, welfare. Number well. The welfare. Mungu anafikirianga the spiritual, the Heavenly Father thinks about your spiritual welfare, or rather, what we call your spiritual. Every government must think about it. The mental health of these people. I want to tell you, the Holy Spirit thinks about your mental health. Give Him a better clap. He thinks about your mental health. He wants you to have a healthy mind. So what do you do? How do you deal with your mental health? Talk to the Holy Spirit. He is not in heaven. He is in your heart. Talk to the Holy Spirit about your mental health. Unasemaji juu ya afya ya akili yangu? Talk to Him. He will tell you. Praise the name of the Lord. Yes, nimekwambia number 2. The first thing you think about is the spiritual health, then your mental health, then your emotional health. People are undergoing stress, and it's going beyond depression. But it is because the quality of their fellowship with the Holy Spirit is more deep. However, it matters to Him. He thinks about your emotional health. Anataka to call the emotional temperatures. The emotional temperatures. Kwamba you are suffering a stress, you want to handle it. You are suffering a depression, you want to handle it. Discuss it with Him. Discuss. Sit down, discuss with Him. In your prayer, listen. Hey, my mental health is going kaput. My emotional health is crashing. Now, some of you is not a depression, it's not a stress. You're going through bitterness, which is killing. You are bitter like death. Discuss with the Holy Spirit. What do I do with this bitterness? Otherwise it will kill you. Amen. Okay. How do you deal with it in prayer? We could discuss the Holy Spirit. What can I do with this bitterness? You know the problem of us Christians is when we go before God, especially we in Africa. I will tell you why I'm saying we in Africa. The African culture teaches concealing. The Western culture teaches revealing. Imagine, listen to this. It's going to shock some of you, maybe those who understand the international functions of cultures.
Right.
America wameanza program inaitwa What I Went Through. What I went through. So, there are preachers walianza vizuri na wakafika mahali wakachanganyikiwa. So they were brought in that program. Then unaanza wakati you became conscious of yourself. And they discovered most of them had an abuse back. But they come through the story mpaka ile mambo yote amepitia. Opening, revealing, not concealing. And the healing begins there.
Right.
Now when you go to the Holy Spirit, don't conceal, reveal. You know what you pray? Lord, forgive me my sins, those which I know and those which I don't know. Zile hujui sio dhambi. Zile hujui
Sio dhambi.
kwa maana dhambi is breaking law. Now, what I mean, the Bible says sin is rebellion. Rebellion is breaking law knowingly. Book of Romans says that. Okay. So when you go not, usimwambie emotion zangu ziko sawa. Say my emotion is going through depression. I am suffering of morbid bitterness. Yani nasikia nachomeka because of my enemies. What do I do? Holy Spirit, take this burden out of me. And as you discard with him, he is the master doctor. He will cure it, he will heal it, he will break it. You are not raising the quality of your spirituality because you are handling your things head on. Head on. Right? When we do counseling, we advise people, very simple, speak your heart. One of the hearts of counseling is listen to the person speak and let him speak the heart. Okay?
Yeah.
When you're handling issues, you have to handle them from the perspective of speak them out. When you speak them out, 50% healing in Akuta. Now let me tell you something. When you speak it out to the Holy Spirit, 50% of answer in Akuta. Healing. When you pour it out, 50% healing. Umebakisha 50 ile ingine sasa ni atakwambia what to do, be healed. So when you go to the Holy Spirit, don't conceal. Hey. Don't usianze kukatiza shida zile uko nazo. Sema ni mkasiriko kidogo tu. Just like I just felt bad about it. No. Say it, I'm bitter. Na sema, even sema, I'm bitter with so and so. Mention the name. Inawezekana mention jina ya ndima. Jina yake. Mention his name. Hata kama ni mtoto wako, hata kama ni mzazi wako, hata kama ni huu, hata kama ni your pastor. Just be open.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say it again?
Yeah.
Be open to the Holy Spirit. He cares about your emotional health.
Wow.
He cares about your emotional health. Give him a clap, give him a clap. He cares. Mwambie, niko na shida hii. I'm suffering from a morbid jealousy. Morbid jealousy. And nikiacha nimeiacha na kuta imenifanya. What do I do? Discuss with him. Sikimbilia kutembea, tunatembea roho ya jealousy. Haitaenda. This is not zero. Unajua wengine mnatemeanga roho ikiwa sio roho. Jealousy ni roho. Jealousy inatoka kwa shetani ama ni kwa mtu?
Kwa mtu.
Jealousy comes from you and the devil hides on it. So the origin of the condition is you. And it's an expression of your fallen nature. It's an expression of your
Fallen nature.
So demons ride on it, and the demon of jealousy now, the jealousy is like an horse. A demon rides on it to attack. So what do? Go to the Holy